say about the Toronto Blue Jays. Welcome in. I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock.
I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and yes, today we got some things to talk about the Blue Jays. We got the title of this video, Alejandro Kirk next All-Star? Whoa! That's a big thing, and it could be a very realistic thing. We got some pitchers, we got some Yankees, we got some Angels, we got things around baseball. So let's get into the Blue Jays Today show. First off, let's talk about this week, Nick. We predicted it last week. We said 4-2. Not exactly how we predicted with a sweep and a series loss, but 4-2 regardless. What do you feel?
I didn't see us taking 3 games off the Chicago White Sox. Like, that was very, very well done. And like those White Sox, man, they're falling down the power rankings. Like they're not. Well, spoiler,
they're not even on it.
They're not going to make them anymore because they're just not doing what they need to be doing. You know, and that lineup too looked like a B lineup for those White Sox. So we took advantage where we had to take advantage. The whole 2 losses to the Twins wasn't predicted either. Wasn't loved either.
It wasn't pretty. A lot of runs scored. Yeah. 9 were scored against us in the first game. Then we throw up a 12 spot against them. Then they throw up 8, but we almost come back in that last 9 inning with a Espinal home run. How'd you, like, I mean, it seemed sloppy, but it also felt like we were being competitive.
We were. And that's a testament to the fact that the offense is good now, and, like, we can actually keep up in a game where 8 and 9 runs are getting scored.
Yeah.
But on the other side of things, you don't want to lose the pitching right as you get the offense.
Because that's what it feels like is happening right now. It feels like our offense is breaking out, which we've been dying. We've been preaching. We've been talking about it. But Gausman had 2 rough starts this week. Kikuchi had a rough start. Manoah had a great start, and Barrios had a great start. So the other side of the coin is dropping right now, or flipping. So, I mean, it's okay, but we're still winning. At the end of the day, we're still winning.
We are still winning, and we saw basically what was happening when the pitching was doing great and the offense was heating it up. Oh, we go on an 8-game win streak, right? When you have one or the other, you tend to go more 500 ball, and that's what happened this weekend. So we just need to hope that Gausman comes back into shape, shows up next week. Now, the whole tipping his pitches thing.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I'm no expert. That's my opinion. I am literally, I don't know about that. I don't know how to evaluate that. Joe Siddle seemed to know about that thing, and he was talking about how that could have been potentially what was going on there. I don't know if that was happening in the original start, too, on Tuesday or whenever it was that he did that first start, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. But if that is something that's going on, needs to be evaluated immediately by Pete Walker and dealt with.
Well, first thing I want to talk about with the tipping and pitches, then I want to talk about the way he's releasing his splitter. Apparently, there's problems with that. But to finish off the comment about the whole tipping the pitches things, I feel like it's not true because he's talking about that moment in time when and it's a very quick moment where it's his hand is released out of his glove and they can see the grip on the ball for a moment before he releases it. I feel like that's too quick of time to relate to your brain, especially that he's talking about the runners on second base being able to see the grip of the ball, and then relaying that to the batter. I feel like that's not enough time to relay information.
It's can you imagine in half a second, the runner on second base gives a signal, and then if you're the hitter, you gotta then see that. But it's if I'm looking at that, I mean, by the time I look back at Kevin Gausman, the ball has passed me by this point. So even if I know it's coming, it doesn't matter anymore. So
right, exactly.
I don't know if I buy into that. I think that Kevin Gausman's just having a few rough starts, and this is not uncommon for him. And I think that he was probably maybe overachieving what he was meant to do at the beginning of the season, and maybe the other foot will drop, and he's still doing very good as pitcher, and I'm not worried.
Yeah. Apparently, they might have been his splitter. That's apparently the comment that Caleb Joseph.
His best pitch.
It is his best pitch because apparently what he's doing, I don't know how exactly he's gripping it, but Caleb Joseph on the Sportsnet was talking about it, where apparently if the splitter is not gripped properly, it can look like an off speed and can tumble, and the pitch and the hitters can pick up on that, the spin of the baseball. So then they could read it better. What is so good about the splitter is that it comes out looking like a fastball spin, right? And then it dips off. So apparently the spin's looking a little bit sideways, and they're picking up on it, and that splitter was getting beaten up quite a lot.
Okay, I could buy into that. I could see how that could be a problem. I see over there that you have actually the last 15 days as far as ERA is concerned. Let's take a quick look at this and just see, are our suspicions correct? Kind of, it looks like. You know, we're down at 17th right now. That's not ideal. We want to be in the top 15 for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with our guys that we do have. So
overall in this season, without the last 15, we're 12 in baseball in ERA. So our ERA is better than this. So the last 15 hasn't been so good. However, the last 15 days for the offense in terms of OPS
Really
We're number 2.
Really
and we're right behind the Boston Red Sox. And I feel like if we continue up this offensive approach, we're going to pass them.
Totally. Because the last 7 days for us, we have to be number 1.
We're number 1 in baseball.
By
997 OPS.
Wow, that is really good.
And in that 9-1 span, not including today, we had, I believe, 4 players with an OPS over 1,000.
Wow.
So, including Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, we are going to get into talking about Alejandro Kirk because that is absolutely phenomenal. But pitching-wise, hopefully our boys can figure it out for this coming week because the offense certainly has been doing so. Who had some exceptional weeks this year
Let me tell you, not for an average-wise, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went 6 for 26, so average wasn't there.
Yeah.
But he hit 3 homers. That's awesome to see.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Vladdy should not be a 250 hitter. I don't think that's... I hope that's something
that's not in his game.
That's not what he is. But if you are going to hit 250, which he is doing right now, then make sure that all of those are bombs.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing, bro.
3 of them are bombs. 1 was a double, so the slugging is up there.
Yeah.
The slugging is up there. But the average in there, so I'm not worried. I think the average will come around.
I think so, too.
But it's good to see the powers there. If the down year is going to be, I hit 250, 260 with power.
But with 40 home runs,
then I don't care.
Well, that's the down year then, and then in those up years we're going to see. Because also,
exactly.
too, like, look at a player like Bryce Harper, for instance.
Exactly.
We've seen in his floor of the season, well, he still slugs a crap load and gets a bunch of doubles, but the floor of the season, it's like 250, 260 batting average, But then he wins, he gets those MVP years as well. So if this is Vladdy's floor, then this is Vladdy's floor. That's what it is.
An MVP, Bryce Harper, I know he won 2 already, but his first MVP in 2015 when he hit like something ridiculous, like 340.
Yeah,
that's what will happen.
Yeah, that will happen every now and again. So maybe that's just what's going on with Guerrero. But I hope that he can pull that thing up a little bit as the season goes on. Who else did good?
Another great week. This is a standout here. Low-key guy, Matt Chapman, going 6 for 17. Had a great game today.
Yeah.
Great game. He scored 7 runs.
I think I saw after, they pulled up a stat very, very quickly. I don't know if it was the last 10 days maybe. Matt Chapman hitting over 300 or something like that.
He's starting to turn around, and I'm glad. I'm glad the average is starting to climb ever so slightly, and at this point in the season, it's going to take a long time for maybe a few weeks of being hot.
Absolutely. To get that. I mean, we've seen either, like with Tio, for instance.
Right.
I mean, he's had an exceptional week, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Yes.
Like his career or his season-long stats are still kind of atrocious right now, just because it's taken a long time to get that thing up,
But yeah, it's been going up recently.
It has.
Because he's been hit. Excuse me. I was gonna say his average, but I don't record it. Actually, he's an average of 400. Quick math. 10 for 25. 10 for 25 this week with 5 RBIs, 7 runs scored. This is awesome. A home run, a triple, and 4 doubles.
Yeah.
Just spraying the ball over the field, hitting it into the gaps. That's awesome. Today had a bad outing.
Yeah, he did.
He went 0-4, and he had a horrible arrow.
Stupid thing,
However, he made up for it with 2 outfield assists.
He
so
did.
That's really cool.
He was very good with the arm today. But yeah, like that initial, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, in the first inning, fly ball sent over to Teoscar Hernandez, totally routine. It was supposed to be caught. We were supposed to be chilling. Gosman was supposed to be settling in. Nope, right over his head. And then I think what pissed me off the most about it was he kind of he's like, oh, and then jogged over there.
I see, yeah.
And it was almost like that effort right there was reflective of how the overall game was going to go.
I feel like that set him off the whole way.
Totally.
Set him off the whole way. Like, you can make angry throws and get people out. Like, I've done that before in the outfield. If I make an error and I make like an angry throw and it ends up being like a perfect perfect throw because it's so hard. But then the at-bats are angry, striking out twice.
Yeah, and I also, even if, let's say, he turned around, gunned it to the ball, and then threw it, and even if it doesn't change the play, even if the guys still end up on the exact same base, I still would have preferred that just because it was just an effort standpoint, And it was almost like the way that he responded to that was like, I screwed up, I'm giving up now, rather than the angry throw, which I would have preferred, which fuck, and turn around, gun it, and throw it back in. Either way, rough game, but great overall week for Teoscar.
Yeah, love Teoscar Hernandez. And also Espinal bouncing back, little side note, 6 for 16. good to see him bouncing back.
I knew that he
would do it.
I knew that he would
do it.
He's been consistent the whole time. What's the Lord been doing?
Lord's had a good week too. 6 for 19. 6 for 19. Solid week.
Solid, bit better from Lord. Our prayers are slowly starting to get answered. We got to keep praying, guys. You know how it is.
Yes.
He's gonna come clutch eventually.
Absolutely. And then last note, Springer having 2 dingers. Springer dingers, and I think both of them were leadoff.
They were. He actually got his 50th leadoff home run.
Yeah, of his career.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's 4th in all of MLB for a career.
Not a lot of guys throughout history have that power batting in the first in the leadoff spot.
Nope.
They don't, dude.
Springer is one of the best leadoff hitters for sure in terms of power.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So a lot of people did well. I feel like there's going to be absolutely no surprise as to who's going to win the most coveted of award based on the title of this video. But it is that time to announce the J of the Week.
Oh, yes, the J of the Week. And yes, to no surprise, folks, it is Alejandro Kirk. Woo! Come on, sound effects. Yeah! Let's go. Alejandro Kirk. Now, Nick, what did you like about Alejandro Kirk this week?
I mean, I liked pretty much everything, dude. This guy is just proving time and time again, as we kept saying, he is an incredible major league hitter.
Yeah.
He's an incredible major league hitter. And people respect him.
Everyone was doubting him, though.
No, not all the fans,
a lot of Kirk supporters, but a lot of people, especially on this channel, were doubting him. Guys, this is Alejandro Kirk that we got a glimpse of in 2020, a small glimpse of, but we're seeing that end, the raw potential. There is power there, not a lot of power, but there is power there, hitting 3 home runs. Four home runs this week, going 8 for 19, 7 RBIs, 6 runs scored, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. As always, more walks than strikeouts. That's part of the game that you're not seeing. It's like he's taking pitches, he's working pitchers, he's getting on base, and he's doing it with a great contact and lots of power.
Absolutely, dude. And his career numbers right now are looking really good for a catcher. Like, across the board, Alejandro Kirk is the real deal. We're getting to that point, guys, where, he's had enough at-bats to go like, okay, I mean, he is the real deal in the majors at this point. It's like we're almost at that place right now. So I love me some Alejandro Kirk. And yeah, they were kind of throwing it around, playing with the idea of Alejandro Kirk potentially being on the All-Star team.
Yeah.
And I am all about that, dude. Yeah, there he is right there.
Yeah, I'm holding over here.
He has right now a 307 batting average.
Oops, just clicked on it by accident.
Oh, we're going to
go back. Why am I going to the film room?
I don't want to go there.
Oh, you're seeing all his dingers.
Yeah,
here they are.
He's got right now a 307 batting average, a 389 on base, 471 slugging. That's good for an 860 OPS.
Yeah.
And that's over 140 at-bats. So this is not some, totally small sample size or anything. Like, we're getting to that place now where it's like, all right, Alejandro Kirk is doing the dirty.
Yeah.
He's doing that right now. He's doing that.
He's doing it, guys. He's doing it.
He is absolutely doing it. So, Kirky, we love you. And I think that you're probably going to make the All-Star team, dude, and it's deservingly so.
Absolutely. All right. So, with Kirk doing so great, it's great to see the offense. We need the pitching to come back around.
Yeah.
There are teams out there that their pitching has never had to come back around.
No, they've been incredible.
Because it's been absolutely... We're talking about the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
They have been absolutely on fire. They are, I believe they were they're first.
They're currently first in team ERA.
They're first in ERA.
And it's just been absolutely dominance from them. I saw an incredible tweet coming out looking at that starting rotation. Over the last 36 innings from those guys, only 2 earned runs.
Like, what?
Think about what Gausman did today. He let up more in 3 innings than they let up in 36.
Basically a week.
Yeah, that is stupid levels of stuff from the New York Yankees. And if you cannot score on them at all, which is what's going on right now, it is impossible to win games.
Yeah.
It is impossible to beat them.
It's true. I mean, we said it before, and we used to say it before, and now I don't think you can call it anymore. It's colon the question marks. All these question marks are being elite.
Yeah.
Montgomery, Severino's whole thing. Oh, I get injured a lot. Now I'm healthy and I'm elite.
Yeah.
Montgomery, we didn't know we were gonna get for him. Oh, just a casual like 3 ERA.
Yeah.
Cortez, we don't know what we're gonna get for this guy either. Young guy, he's elite. Cole, we knew exactly what we're gonna get from.
Yeah.
And then the other one is
it was Tyone.
Tyone.
And let's pull them up real quickly just so you guys can take a look at what these guys are doing. Tyone right now, a dude who is absolutely overachieving on all cylinders.
Yeah.
A 2.3 ERA from him. He's won 6 games, 1 L, 2 WAR.
Like what?
That's stupid. Who else do they got?
2 WAR. Let's go over to Nestor Cortez.
Nestor Cortez,
2.6
WAR on him. He's won 5 games, lost 1, 1.5 ERA. That's over 60 innings. Stupid levels there. He's got under a 1 WHIP.
That's
Who
ridiculous.
else do they have?
Oh my God, Montgomery. This is their worst guy.
Their worst guy. A 1 WAR. He's 1-1, lost 1, a 3.04 ERA. That's stupid.
Ridiculous.
I mean, like, I would kill to have that guy be my worst guy.
100%. Severino, the guy who gets injured a lot, 1.1 WAR, 2.95 ERA with a solid whip of 1.
1 whip on Luis Severino, and then obviously they're locked in ace, 1.6 WAR, 5-1 on Garrett Cole, 2.78. And I mean, he's having an incredible season. He's got a whip under 1, and the strikeouts, he's amassing them like crazy.
Oh my God.
It's stupid. It's dumb. Stupid. It's impossible to score any runs on the New York Yankees. Is this the best pitching rotation that you have ever seen?
It might be, guys. It might be the best. I mean, I think about last year. I think about the LA Dodgers, right? We all think about how elite their rotation is, and it's still elite. It's still very elite. But this is unreal.
It's unheard of.
You have 2 guys, or Cortez is under 2, and then everyone else is between 2, and then Montgomery is 3.
Yeah.
Like just 3. Like he'll have one more good outing, boom, he's below 3.
Yeah.
That would be 4 guys below 3, and a guy, Cortez, who is doing better than Garrett Cole. He's up for a Cy Young.
Yeah.
Is he up for Rookie of the Year? Is this his first year?
I don't know about that. I have no idea about such things. But, I mean...
No, he's not up for it. It just seems like this guy came out of nowhere. That's why.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they all kind of have just erupted. I truly believe I have never in person seen a rotation been this good in my life. Now, I don't know if they're all going to continue to do this for the rest of the season because there have been some question marks around their name. But, like, I guarantee not all of them are going to fall off.
No.
They're not all going to fall off.
I think Cortez is legit. Obviously, we know Cole's legit.
Cole is legit.
Severino, we've seen him be legit before. He's legit
because he's healthy now. It's like, this is insane. Yeah. Usually on incredible teams, you look at their rotation, they have 3 guys. 3 guys that are all-stars, that are elite. You saw the Milwaukee Brewers did it last time, but even they had holes in their rotation. They had a 4 and a 5 who weren't that good. These guys 4 and 5 are, you know, arguably better than like our 2 and 3 or like any teams, like some teams aces. Their 4 and 5 are better than their aces. So like it is truly right up there as being the best ever.
Right up there for being the best ever. I know some people here are saying Braves 92 is the best. Obviously, I was never alive, so I would never know about that unless I did my research. But no, I think for the modern, like this modern era, the last decade, this for sure is one of the best I've ever seen.
It is kind of, it is dominant. And I will be honest, folks, if this continues, if this is what this rotation looks like come September, give them the trophy, bro.
Yeah, they need to win. If they don't win a World Series this year, like, I don't know when you're going to win one. With that rotation, and your offense is number 2 in baseball, I don't know when you're going to win.
It won't be any, like, literally, it's like, I don't, and frankly, I don't see how we'd be able to handle that.
No, I don't know.
I don't know how we can
They've handled us. They've handled so many teams. Yes, I know they've had a very easy record, and that's how their stats are inflating a bit. But they've beaten us, and aren't we a good team?
We are.
Right?
We're pretty good.
Their schedule's gonna get tough soon, but we'll see. We'll see in about a month or 2 if the rotation is this elite.
We will see, dude. Right now it seems that we're finally understanding the true identity of some of the squads around the MLB. The Yankees, they're creating their identity right now as being elite. The Blue Jays are establishing themselves as being an elite team. The LA Angels, for a while there, I think they had a lot of people fooled.
Dude, I was like, yeah, bandwagon, LA Angels, let's go. But they're starting to do really bad.
They're doing really bad.
Did they lose 10 in a row? They've lost 11 in a row.
Yeah.
They've lost 11 in a row now.
They've lost 11 games in a row right now, folks. What is the record? 22 or 27,
27 and 28. They've now fallen below 500. It started with us too. We helped. We handled them.
Yeah,
we handled them. But that's ridiculous. Okay, I thought they were going to be good. And like, if they were going to have a slump, maybe they go 500, maybe they go slightly below, but they'll be back. This is a blow up. This is a nuclear bomb blow up.
Good teams do not lose 11 games in a row.
No.
I don't care what you say. I don't care. Like, it does not matter. Good teams do not lose 11 games in a row. Something is wrong with them right now. I don't know what it is because they were popping off for a while there. And they have a big problem because they have so much money invested.
They do.
In so many big guys. Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon. These dudes are getting paid absolute dollars right now. Bags, boatloads of money. And right now they also have a guy, Shohei Ohtani. I think all of you folks are probably familiar with him. He's kicking ass right now, as per usual.
Oh, yeah.
As per usual.
I mean, hey, the OPS for Ohtani standards, 776.
But I think pitching-wise,
he's probably doing pretty good, yeah.
Either way, he is an MVP caliber player. He won it last year. They only have him.
Pitching 399.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay, folks. Okay.
But they only have this dude for 2 more seasons. This season and the season after that. If this season is a wash, let's just say that this continues. This is the true identity. This season's a wash. They have Ohtani for 1 more year. Like, I don't see how he looks at this and thinks to himself, oh, you know what? I want to get paid more money and live in L.A., but be on a team that's awful. And how are they even going to afford him? Because they got Rendon.
I don't think they can.
Their window with Shohei Ohtani, in my opinion, is closing fast if they don't figure it out.
Here's the thing. Ohtani has come out and verbally said, I want to be an LA Angel. I want to live in LA. I want an extension with LA. But can they afford it? I mean, they are LA, so probably like they might be able to go over the tax now. Now with the new CBA agreements, they might be able to shell out some money. But you're right. Like, okay, you're going to pay a Rendon, Trout, and Ohtani so much money. And Ohtani is worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions. He's 300 million at least for me.
Yeah.
He's 300. You're an elite pitcher and you're an elite bat. That's 300 million, at least 400 million.
And,
how are you going to do that?
And when he said that, I wonder if he was considering to himself, do I want to spend the rest of my career never making the playoffs?
Well, I mean, if you're getting paid $400 million,
I mean, maybe so. But like, you are Shohei Ohtani. Like, you're out here representing a freaking nation. You're winning MVPs. You're being on the cover of MLB The Show. Like, what is different about him and Mike Trout? You know, I don't see this team. Like, I don't know if this team ever fucking makes playoffs.
Well, if they're shelling out so much money to these top guys, and here's the thing. What's the problem? Well, the problem has been just an overall team effort of ERA. The last 15 days, 6.04 ERA. Maybe he's contributed to it. I don't know, but that's blow up. Like, they have Syndergaard. They have Lorenzo or Lorenzen. Like, I don't know who. Like, their whole team is just not working right now. It's not working right now. And Shohei is doing everything he can.
Yeah.
Trout has been struggling. He's like, I think before today, he was like 0 for 23. So he's been struggling. And when he struggles, and if Ohtani struggles, there is no team.
There's no team.
What is the team?
There's no team. And
none.
That is the problem with paying these guys boatloads of money. That's why I think, honestly, maybe they would even be in their best interest not to pay Ohtani the big bucks. Maybe it would be in their best interest to trade Ohtani. I know it seems freaking ridiculous.
Hey, that would be blockbuster.
That would be absolutely blockbuster. But, like, if I'm a team right now, I don't think to myself, hey, you know what's a great idea? Let's pay Rendon however much money he's getting paid, Trout however much money he's getting paid, and Ohtani however much money he's going to make for a bunch of dudes who are obviously very good at baseball, but are, you know, in the middle to their, you know, second half of their career. Maybe not Ohtani, but that is not the way to make an incredible ball team for years to come.
I'd rather spend the 30 or 40 million you're gonna get this year. You go out and you get 2 solid rotation guys.
Yeah.
I think their depth in their hitting is pretty solid. Like, I think it's looking like a really solid lineup this year. But the pitching, you go out and you invest some money in some top 3, top 2 rotational guys. Right? Yeah, that will replace Ohtani. You're going to lose Ohtani, but I think you're going to eventually develop some hitters in the long run.
The thing is, I want them to figure it out, too. I want them to figure it out. I want them to figure it out. I want Mike Trout to make the playoffs at some point. Ohtani deserves to be there as well. So many of your guys deserve to be there.
Yeah.
This is not the way, guys. Figure it out. The window is closing with one of the best players in baseball.
Yep, I agree.
With all that being said, looking at some of the best teams right now around the league, Angels not one of them, Yankees absolutely one of them. It's that special time where we rank those squads. It's the power rankings, guys.
It's the power rankings.
Coming in at number 10, we have the Minnesota Twins. They're 31-24 right now. Now, they did just beat the Toronto Blue Jays.
They did.
And they did it with a B lineup, with a bunch of guys who were either hurt or unvaccinated coming into Toronto. So respect, where respect is due. I don't know if this team's going to continue at that level, though. I don't necessarily trust this squad right now. No. So that's why they're down here at 10, but we do need to show them some respect, so they made the list.
Yeah, they made the list. Like, they were number 7 last week. They've dropped 3 spots. So, obviously, they're still good. They're still first in their division, obviously. They've been scuffling even before they came to Toronto. So, you've fallen a bit, guys. And, it's respect to the other teams that are ahead of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 9 on this list is the Tampa Bay Rays. 5-5 in their last 10. Not really exceeding at anything.
They're slowly slipping week after week. I think earlier in the season they were top 5, top 4. Every week they've been slowly slipping. 5-5. You're right. I mean, they're not exciting at anything, so that's why they're here at number 9.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love them right now. I'm hoping that continues to go and they just start moving down.
Absolutely agree.
Number 8 on this list, you get the Toronto Blue Jays.
Woo!
Now we moved up 2 spots, and I do think you could make an argument. Well, guys, why are they ahead of the Twins? The Twins just walked in the Rogers Center and did business. I mean, I think that we're looking at the overarching Blue Jays right now, as opposed to the last 10. We're 8-2.
Yeah.
The offense is turning it around. We're currently 6th in OPS on the whole season. So I like what we're doing a lot.
Yeah.
I do think we deserve to be on this list.
Yeah, I think, honestly, a lot of that Twins series could have gone either way.
Yeah.
A lot of it could have gone either way. We almost came back today, and just so much offense. So much offense.
Number 7, St. Louis Cardinals. 31-23. They're 9th in OPS. Their pitching's pretty good. They got Adam Wainwright going later today. I don't know how that game's going to work out, but Cardinals, you're a very solid team. I think that they need to be heavy buyers at the deadline.
Yes.
Because I don't consider them to be a tier 1 team right now. But if they were to get 1 or 2 elite dudes, they ship off some prospects, absolutely. I'm why not?
Dude,
why not?
And again, I said this last week, elite infield, but maybe they get a pitcher, maybe they get some outfield help. But I mean, they're right there. They're only 1 game back from the Brewers at the time of this recording. So they could easily be number 1 in their division next week.
They could. They absolutely could. And speaking of the Brewers, those guys are number 6. Bit of a rough go at it for the Brewers. Past a little bit. I mean, their ERA is still good. The pitchers are still solid, but 4-6 in the last 10. They're cold right now. I do imagine that they are going to figure that out, heat it up pretty soon, but they're going through a bit of a rough stretch.
Yeah, I was on Brewers Twitter the other day. I don't know how. I think someone liked a tweet by a Brewers fan and they're going crazy right now, which is shocking that they're losing this much because they're a really good team.
They are, yeah,
and they should be back, no problem, again next week.
Yeah. Now their opponent from this past week, who did get the better of them, it's the San Diego Padres.
Yes,
they're in the exact same spot that they were last week, guys. 32-50 or 32-21, excuse me. 5th in ERA. They've beaten the Brewers. That's good competition. Padres are just kicking it while Tatis is chilling. Respect.
Yeah, where's Tatis? Come back, man. Is he recovering? Is he on rehab?
I don't know. I haven't heard
Brewers
anything
fans, let us know.
Yeah, honestly, comment down below, guys. When does Tatis come back? I want to know about that.
I want to know that. Number 4, guys, in the top 4. We've got some familiar names up here. Number 4 is the Houston Astros. They're doing really good. Wow. This is how you know a Houston Astros is just a dominant overall team. I always look at them as this is just a winning team. They have a winning culture. I know the whole cheating thing. Let's forget about that because they're clearly elite with a 35-19 record.
Yeah.
7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah, and they're solid, man. That is what they're going to do for the rest of the year. That is just what it's going to be, man. Peña's good. Altuve's good. Their pitchers are good. Their bullpen is good. Their coaching is good.
Everything's good.
Everything's good on that team.
And with the Angels falling off, Seattle not living up to expectations, the division is so clearly theirs.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 3 on this list is the New York Mets. 36-19. They're pretty much good at everything. The New York Mets, they are doing, I think, what a lot of people thought that they should be doing last year. It's all coming around this year. All of their elite players are showing up. The money is paying off. New York Mets, you're kicking ass.
Kicking ass. Number 2, another team that's kicking ass, of course, when you're number 2 in the power rankings, is the LA Dodgers. Now, they did fall a spot this week.
Yeah.
last 10 they're 6-4, but that's what's gonna take when you're number 1 and number 2 in the power rankings.
Literally.
But again, they're super elite. Not much to be said about the LA Dodgers other than their winning factory.
No. I mean, like, they're solid, man, and like, there's not a whole lot of difference from them and the team ahead of them. Just so happens that the team ahead of them has 39 wins. It's the New York Yankees. That is incredible. Their record is by far the best in baseball.
Yes.
Second in team OPS, and we already talked about the pitching.
First in ERA. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty stupid, dude. Like,
and their closer, Holmes, we're looking at him, 0.34 ERA.
God.
That's ridiculous.
Everybody on their team is good at baseball right now. Like, if these guys do not go on and win the World Series, this season is going to be a disappointment for Yankee fans. Oh, my God.
How much better could your team be? This team should win the World Series, guys. I'm convinced. And they're on a little 6-game win streak. They're going to ride it up. They're going to keep winning. They're going to have many win streaks this year. Many.
Exactly. Anyways, folks, those were the power rankings. Comment down below what you thought about it. Is that accurate? Where do you think we were wrong? Let us know.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, Jordan N saying can't believe the Jays aren't in the top 10. I believe it.
Number 8.
Oh wait,
baby.
aren't in the top 10. Oh yeah, we're number 8.
Yeah,
number 8,
guys. Come on.
We're number 8.
Let's look at the week ahead. See if the Blue Jays can stay in that top 10.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next week, guys, we have the easiest week we've ever had. The easiest we've ever had. Finally, everyone's saying, we're facing all this tough competition. No more excuses this week, folks, because we've got the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. And looking at their records right now, Detroit Tigers, 21-33.
Oh, music.
That is bad. They just got swept by the Yankees. And even worse, our opponent coming up tomorrow, 17-35 Kansas City Royals.
Wow.
That is one of the worst records. Actually, it is the worst record in baseball.
Okay.
We're facing the worst team in baseball. So we have to win, folks.
Yeah, there is literally no excuses at all.
There's no excuse.
There is no excuses at all, folks. Like, this has to be, in my opinion.
This has to be W's.
I want a 5-1 week.
I want a 5-1 week.
I will accept a 4-2 week. I will not accept a 3-3 week.
No.
I will begrudgingly accept a 4-2 week, but I want a 5-1.
I want a 5-1. Let's take a look at these matchups, folks. We've got Kansas City, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Here are the matchups. On Monday, we got Stripling with a 4.22 ERA back in the starting rotation, up against Lynch with a 4.81 ERA.
Love it.
And we're on the road, by the way, guys, so just be considering that. Tuesday, we've got Alec Manoah, 1.98 ERA versus Keller, 5.15. Then we've got Wednesday Kikuchi up against Singer with a 4.15 ERA for Singer. Honestly, I wrote down my predictions. I'm going to change it. I'm going to say we sweep them. I'm going to say we sweep them.
We sweep
them. They have the worst. I didn't realize they have the worst record in baseball.
Yeah, they do.
They're the worst team. I want to sweep. We're back. We're hot. I think we're going to pummel them no matter where we are.
I'm with it. I'm with it as well, man. Like, I feel like the only way that we don't do that is because we're on the road.
Yeah,
but
could be.
I mean, like, I'm saying it as well. We'll sweep them.
We'll sweep them.
We should.
My one L I did predict, but I'm changing now, was like Stripling versus Lynch. But I'm like, you know what? No, Lynch is bad. And Stripling can be good, and it doesn't matter because our offense is going to be hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Sweep.
I'm about it, guys. Yeah,
sweep.
Then we get Thursday off, and then what do we have going on the weekend series?
On the weekend, the Detroit Tigers, we have Jose Barrios pitching Friday with a nice bounce-back 13K performance last week. Up against Erod. Erod, the big signing, the big pitcher signing. He is a 10-13 ERA.
Yeah, he sucks, dude. I remember at the time I was upset that they got him for the price that they got him at. Yeah. And I'm pretty happy about it now. Pretty happy that we did not go in on that.
He's a bust.
Yeah, so far this is a big bust.
Big time bust. And then on Saturday we've got Gosman up against Brasicki. Don't know how to say his name, but he's got a 4.39 ERA.
Love it.
Wow. Sunday, we've also got Stripling going again. Put a question mark, because I don't know, I was like, maybe Nate Pearson comes back. Okay, but maybe not. Yeah. Versus Garcia with a 4.15 ERA. I'm going to switch up my prediction, and I'm going to say that's where the L is going to come on the Sunday versus Garcia.
Right.
Just because Stripling doesn't win too many games.
I think I'm with you on this one, man. Yeah, I think I'm riding the same sort of prediction.
Yeah.
5-1 week. Stripling loses it, and I'll be really happy if that is the case.
Yeah.
Good times on the road are coming up. These are easy competition, and we should deal with them.
Clean it up. Again, 4-2. Okay. We're still winning. We're still in the top 10 power rankings. But 5-1. 5-1. No excuses.
No excuses.
Worst teams in baseball.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. All right, guys, those were our predictions for the coming week. Now is the time where we get a little bit more specific with those things. My favorite part of this show, I think a lot of PVille's OG fans' favorite part of the show, it's time to spin the wheel.
The spinning, fortune, baseball, colorful, future-determining, stat-analyzing, and it's a wheel that we spin every week.
It is a wheel that we spin every single week.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah. Take it
What's
all
going
in.
on?
Take it all in, dude. Last week, guys, I had my way with Adam. Things
ridiculous.
all went
ridiculous.
the way we liked them. Fill them in on what happened.
Ridiculous. Okay, first of all, the walk category. I had Springer. You had Guerrero. First of all, Springer sits 2 games because he had a cold.
Yeah.
But then he still gets 0 walks. 0.
None.
Vlad had 2. And that won it. That's ridiculous. And then for average was the next category. He can't do anything about Alejandro Kirk. He's so hot.
No.
Bo Bichette, he had an okay week. I think he hit 250. But Kirk, he's just unreal. He hit over 400.
Yeah.
And 1 J of the week. Again, back-to-back weeks. And then ERA-wise, Gosman sucked. He sucked this week. And then Alek Manoah put up a good performance here with a 7 2/3 with 3 earned runs. So you swept me. You swept me.
I got him, guys, but that was my week, so Adam is going to get his week.
I'm going to get my week.
Now, let's spin the wheel and see what it's going to be.
I need a good comeback here, folks. We gotta grind. We gotta predict. We gotta get our prediction brains on. And this is so close. ERA starters yet again,
All
folks.
right, what do you want?
All right, let me just get this up first. So ERA starters. I'm going to pick first.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because the only guy I can really count on right now is my boy. Where is it here? Boop. Is my boy Alek Manoah. I have to pick him.
I mean, I think that is the correct choice.
That's the clear choice.
That's the correct choice for sure. Yeah.
Manoah, and again, it doesn't even matter about competition this week because they're all bad. They're all bad. And Gosman, he goes. When? Gosman with 8 2/3 inning pitching. Gosman, who's he pitching against? Yeah. It's gonna be Detroit on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that has to be my selection as well.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You
got
to assume he bounces back.
Yeah, it's like I could go Barrios here, but like, I don't trust it. You know.
Yeah, it's one or the other you're gonna get, right?
So Gosman is what it's gonna be. We just gotta hope that he has a better week than he did last week.
Oh, he bounces back.
All right, so you went first that time.
Okay.
What are we gonna get this time?
What are we gonna get? Come on. Give me the bonus. Give me the bonus. No, I'm missing.
This time. J Killer?
Okay, for 9. J Killer would have been fun. Yeah, we haven't had too many of those.
I think we haven't had any. We haven't had any. Yeah.
But K for 9.
K for 9. Yeah. What do you think?
This is an interesting one, folks. Because we could pick bullpen guys. Obviously, those are some good options. K for 9.
What do you want?
Yeah, Manoah's not really striking people out. Neither is Gosman. Barrios did strike out a lot, but again, how are you gonna?
How reliable? Yeah.
Like Romano should be coming in. Romano should be striking people out. I actually don't. This one always makes me flustered. I never know what to pick for this one.
Me either.
Because you always gotta assume that like you're gonna pick some bullpen guys. Barrios did strike out a lot, but how often is he gonna do that? How often is he going to do that?
I don't know, buddy. I wish I could help you here.
No. See, the thing is, bullpen, it's like you're either going to get a lot or you're going to get none.
And we also don't have a starter who's like
a strikeout,
like a Garrett Cole, like strike. You know, it's like we're for sure going to happen. You know, like we don't have that. You know.
I feel like it's like I want to choose Barrios, but like I also it's like it doesn't make sense. I just got to go with my gut here. You know what? Screw it. Like, I'm reading the paper right here. 13 strikeouts is messed up, and he's gonna be facing bad competition. I think I'm gonna choose Barrios.
Okay, fair enough. Adam goes Barrios. I feel like my decision is pretty locked in then. I think I'm gonna take Romano.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be what it is. You know, like I think I've done Romano now. This will be my third time on this category with Romano, and like I think I'm like 1 for 1.
I chose a Mesa 1 week who won,
and then I had you on whatever the other week was. Yeah. But like Romano's confirmed, like he will probably get at least 1 per inning.
Yeah, so. Like that's kind of what he averages, right?
And then like on his best week, you know, or like in his best outings, he'll do like 2.
Yeah.
You know, like I just gotta hope it's one of those, and then I win.
Yeah.
All right, so I will pick first in the last category.
All right.
Let's see what it's gonna be.
All right. Ghost says Thornton actually isn't a bad pick. Dalcomer says I do Thornton. Interesting.
Really?
All right, here it is. Oh, so close. RBI.
Ribbies.
Ribbies. Okay.
Okay, I pick first, eh?
Yes, you do.
Oh, man.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So Ribbies last week. Kirk led the team with 7.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of people with 5. Teo, Guerrero. Actually, those are the only ones. Then we have Springer with 4. Then 3 for Biggio, 3 for Bichette. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Interesting. You know? I mean, I wish it wasn't this category. Like, I was hoping it was going to be on a category that's more
obvious one.
Like clear, like number 1.
Yeah.
You know? Shoot. Yeah, I don't know who the right choice is here.
It's tough.
Like, I'm debating between Teo or Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, Kirk's not even bad either. Like, literally, it's like, he's so good right now. Teo or Guerrero? Do I think Vlad's going to turn it around? Like, I feel like Teo's left a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I know. If he didn't have a bad game.
Like, if he didn't have a bad game, I'd be like, Teoscar Hernandez. But, like, he did just have a pretty bad game. But he is going to be bad in cleanup, and there are a lot of ribbies there. All right, Teoscar.
All right. Hernandez. Honestly, I'm gonna be sad if this guy doesn't give it to me. I'm thinking about doing Kirk.
I mean, dude, it's like literally, it's not a bad choice. Like I took him for average last week.
I know,
and he
kicked great.
He would have beat anyone on the team.
Yeah, and he did hit the most this week. He will be batting 5th. He will be batting 5th. Like. He will be batting 5th. If Montaro doesn't put him 5th like every game,
that's dumb.
That's a dumb decision. And Guerrero's just not hitting enough average for me to be like, okay, here's the RBIs. He's hitting for a lot of power, but I can't trust that he's gonna hit 3 home runs every single week. So yeah, screw it. We're doing Kirk.
Yeah,
we're doing Kirk.
Dude. I mean, he's won back-to-back J of the weeks, bro.
Yeah, he's the hottest player on this ball team right now. Give me the RBIs. Give me the RBIs, guys. Okay,
interesting week there, folks. That's
I know how I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I always feel this way. I'm like, wow, I did not expect to be picking those guys. But, like, here we are again. Like, you got Kirk, Barrios, Manoah. Like, it's a weird one, folks. But, guys, that's been the Blue Jays Today Show. Comment down below what you thought about this. The coming week, the past week, the Yankees, the Angels, the wheel, the power rankings, all of it. Let us know in the comments down below.
And as always, guys, it's $3 about to become a Patreon. You can check out the link in the description and become a Patreon. And I would say, my gut wanted to say shout out to all these Patrons, but I don't have. I should get it queued up.
Yeah.
I should get it queued up.
Right, yeah.
But shout out to all of our Patrons, and thank you guys so much for watching.
And as always,
Go Jays, go!